Ginetta Cup Finale. Hello there everybody and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. Today we're driving a Ginetta G40 GT5 and we're driving it in a Ginetta Cup Finale event. We're driving on the streets of Moscow, Russia in the Kitay-Gorord loop. Not sure if I pronounced that right. We're doing 3 laps. We're driving during the day with overcast conditions. We started 11th of 22, and we started with a rolling start. Now these laps are not very long. They're going to go by pretty quick, so we have to get up and get on our horse and get going because we don't have time to sit and waste a lap to try and see how everybody's going to drive and where we can pass. And we're going to have to figure that out on the fly. Now we are driving in Grid Legends, and as you know, they do like to bump and rub, and sometimes they like to drive a little bit on the chaotic side. So you have to keep an eye out for that, especially if they get into an accident, or if they spin out like that in front of us. Good thing he spun out towards the left. So you got to keep an eye out for that, because that can happen at any time. You never know. Sometimes you don't get nothing happening, race after race after race, and then all of a sudden, when you least expect it, these things start to happen again. Now there's a couple of really good straight sections in this particular race where there isn't really any problems passing, like the section we just went through. So remember that's at the end of the lap, because here's the end. Now we're starting our second lap, and through a lot of these here sections, it's, you know, turning and corners, and it's hard to pass in those areas. So all you can do is catch up to the next guy, and when you hit a section like this nice and straight, that's when you can open her up and let her rip and see if you can move up a couple of positions, put yourself in a better spot to win, you know, before the race is over. And every once in a while you get them shooting up beside you like that and bumping into you from the side. But I don't worry too much about that because I know where I can pass them. And there's a few really good places where you can pass cars where if you pay attention, the other people, the other cars, the AI, they really tend to slow down in certain corners. And that's when you can kind of zoom by them. So keep an eye open for that opportunity. See, he took out a few tires there. It's a good thing they didn't hit any of us. And as we're coming around the corner here, we're quickly running out of lap number 2. Because when you come up around here, this is a really great place to get past a few cars. See, now we're in 4th, and we've only got 3 cars left in front of us, but we only have 1 lap left to go. So like I said, there's not a lot of time to think or what are we going to do. Oh, he lost his front tire and he took himself out. That always helps us out because now there's only 2 cars in front of us and we're in 3rd place, so we're sitting in a very good position. And as we're coming up on this long straight section again, now we can take him. We've only got 1 car left to pass, and remember that straight section just before the finish line. Perfect place, perfect to pass somebody. This is an awesome, quick race, only 3 laps, but it's a wonderful car to drive. It really sticks to the road, and the graphics are great. Gameplay is fantastic, and you really feel like you're chasing somebody when you're racing in this race. The streets are narrow, streets of Moscow. You find the ratio along these sections where the streets are a little narrow. Oh, and you can't really pass them. But you got to watch out for them wigging out in front of you because you never know what they're going to do. But we're starting to run out of track. We got 1 section left where we can pass this guy. And that's coming up right here as we cut him on the inside and we rip by him. What an awesome race. What an awesome little car. I hope you enjoyed this race as much as I did, and hope to see you back here again real soon at OpenFed Gaming. You've been racing with the OpenFed.